Hello, comrades. Welcome back to Neuve Revergrad, the city that never sleeps. Because they're always making steel, right? We got our steel production, and it's still not ramped up after yet another week. But we are getting really, really close. All of this track is now electrified. That would need to be to get trains both for workers to go up to here and just to get people to their supply. So we have this inner loop that will get them to their supplies. Now that I think about it, we probably could build this just like we did over here, just to get it done and out of the way, right? It's not like we have these people doing a whole lot. They are working on some flats and whatnot, so, and roads, but why don't we just assign all of these guys, and this is what we've been doing. These three constructions have just been building stuff and things like this. Now I don't see, yeah, this guy's just a help supply kind of thing. Yeah, so let's, no, there should be a road. Oh, no, there's no, okay. Yeah, this isn't attached. Yeah, that's a cinema. So we have an issue over here with some footpaths. And this would need a couple footpaths too. And these are all footpathy roads, so we shouldn't have too many problems, but maybe we'll get that little cut through and then make that little cut through. Now how are they gonna, oh, I guess they can build it through here. Is that how that works? Yeah, then what is this? This is the hospital, so that could probably go like that. Oh, we need to keep building these roads for these extra people to come into here. And then, yeah, you know what? We didn't build more over here, too. So, good. So we'll get some more footpaths going over here so we can at least build some of that stuff. And then the other thing we want that I noticed we missed is, yeah, we need to get that guy connected. Good. So why don't we assign... Yeah, this guy's got plenty to do between the cinema and the shopping center. So we'll get this guy to work on. Yeah, it doesn't connect. I'm wondering, I think we'd have to, well, I think we're just going to purchase that for what it's worth. Otherwise, we would need to connect it to a road, which I don't particularly plan on doing. Yeah, there we go. Get those done. Yeah, you can work on that. And then the other thing I'll have this guy do is keep working on these things. Good. Now what is that? Is that a, yeah, there you go. Connect to that and that. Anything else over here? Well, that's enough. That's enough, especially for a Saturday summary. This isn't supposed to be about, but I don't mind the idea of assigning some of the constructions because that helps you guys see, I think, what we've been working on in a little more detail. So we did move the construction crew that was over here all the way over to here. And then we built a road. And we've kind of laid out that we'll have a nice flatter area for Bricksville to put houses right here. We'll put some power plants up in here. Most of our coal ore processing is going to happen up here on the hills. So we'll have some trains that take people up to work up in the hills, whether it's the coal mines, which are along here, maybe a couple coal mines over here, ore processing facilities dotted where needed. And then I put another construction office here, which is really what we're building up to at this point. So I think they just got done this construction not too long ago. So we'll assign another road to them. And so it's really these two have been working on that. And since I think it's always a little confusing towards when we got what done, but we seem to be fully able to supply things from this area, everything we intended anyway. So we have fuel here now. This is all completed and ready to go. We need a better name than Distribution 2. Why don't we call it, and the names can't be too long. How about NR? Nueve Revergrad distribution. If you guys can think of a better name, I will accept it. But I'll know what NR distribution is. So, yeah, I guess we have this road this guy can start working on too. Huh? Why don't we have him work on this as well? Now, he's the one with the roller and the paver. And I don't think this guy has a roller and a paver, which, we'll see. We're not in a huge hurry. I just did all of this in the last episode to keep these guys busy working on something. Pushing roads out is something, and we do want to get more coal mines and Bricksville going, but it's just not the greatest priority we ever had. So the other thing that we managed to do heading around this way is to get, I think this is fully ready. In the last episode, we had placed down some electric substations, and yep, we have electricity there. So what we can do now, and we have this construction office, though I think it's, does he assigned anything? Yeah, he assigned them, I think, to this road and a couple other roads over here. Not the most well supplied one at this point. Like, we don't necessarily have gravel for him, and you know, he's going to have to go all the way back over there to get stuff at times. But we do have this yard, which should help him get some stuff and things. But the biggest thing, we can't really get a crane in here. So what I need to do is purchase, not auto purchase stuff, but purchase 2 rail cranes. Now, I don't know how much signaling we have going on in here, but we're not going to signal too much for now and hope for the best, because there's no other trains in this area. Yeah, we're not going to auto search. So there we go. So now, oh, we don't have any workers. Now, do we have any buses? Yeah, we should have 2 buses heading here. Now, do they actually... Yeah, look, he's right up that other guy's behind. No workers. Now, is it because of where I sent this guy to? I may not have workers. There's just not many workers there. Could you go? Yeah, there's many workers here. So let's do this. Instead of going to that trolley stop, I want you to come to the train platform. Yeah, you might as well just head right back there since you don't have anybody. Right, and then where's your partner? It's you. Yeah, this guy doesn't have anybody either, so let's... Okay, so hopefully that will get us a few more workers, and he just got back here to here anyway. So where are you at? Yeah, you guys are kind of bunched up for my liking, but... Okay, so once we get some workers over here, which will be a little bit of an issue, we will start doing a little bit of rail construction. Yeah, this guy's off auto search, so we'll just let him build, and I'm hoping to get him to build all of these tracks. Particularly these 2, but it doesn't really matter. There we go. All right, so we've got that, and we've got that going, and this will let us get our coal line built, which is here, and then that'll eventually head over to Bricksville. Now, one of the other things I decided to do was we're going to kind of skirt this hill a little bit. We're going to come up through this valley. We're actually going to get our coal out from this end. So when we were talking about Bricksville being here, we'll have passenger trains coming in here. Now, we will have a coal line that feeds our power plants, but after they get done feeding the power plant, any other coal will go out this way and around this mountain and over to here. I guess we might, yeah, so that's a pretty big mountain range. And I don't want to just level it. I want to be a little bit fair to the way things would be done in real life. So there we go. So that'll be the idea, is that we'll get this going, and we'll probably build a little city over here at some point where we can get prefabs and cement made, and then as well as that, we'll probably end up putting a quarry over here. Yeah. So the other thing we've done in the past week is we are now should be able to make covered halls. Yeah, we haven't actually made any of them yet that I can see, but we will get some covered halls. We also got a train coming over to here, so We are now a vehicle exporter. Where is it? There he is. Where is he going? Let's go take a look at him. He should be heading up to Molina. Oh, look, we're down below 100 million in our dollars. And we'll go take a look at something else. But there he goes. So he's just chugging away, heading all the way down to Molina. We could probably even put another thing, but I don't want to use up too much steel until we ramp up our steel usage. So we're getting down on money, and it's usually a sign. Yeah, how are we doing here? Not the greatest. Now this guy should be full here pretty much. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take and put our, not him, put our bitumen train. It would be nice if you could almost leave. I don't know that I expect them to change this, but it would be nice if we could like just say skip the stop, like activate or deactivate the stop. But there we go. So I want to come over here and say, I want you to unload anything when you get done unloading everything else. Now, he doesn't even have bitumen in him, so that's going to be a little bit of a waste for now. But, yeah, so one of the questions is, are we just using that much more fuel than bitumen? Yeah, because this guy, well, we're doing okay. Now, are we producing fine? Yeah, we're sort of at our max as far as how much oil we have over here. So as we get bigger and bigger and bigger and use more and more and more fuel, that's to be expected, I guess. All right, so let's go back to wherever we were. We were over here by RevTech. So anyway, we're exporting some vehicles, and hopefully that the fuel issue and the dropping down of money is just because we're filling things up. But a lot of times that our little oil thing over there is one of the make or break us. Hopefully if we have some other issue, we'll see. But things seem to be going well enough over here. Everything seems to be flowing. We haven't done anything more with Tagliati over here, our mechanical components, our potential plastic/chemicals, and another oil field. That will be maybe one of the last things we do. We'll see, see how this map's going. Now, I will say that they said that they made some FPS improvements, which I don't necessarily have a problem with the FPS, but I had that stuttering, and it does seem better if you look. I mean, there is still like laggy spikes, but it's not as bad as it was. So what to see. So let's keep heading counterclockwise and say, we have I think we've built every building we need. Now, as soon as I say that, there'll be something I'm missing, but I did figure out that I didn't build this. Oh, look. There we go. See? We didn't build that connector. All right, so let's assign that guy to there. There we go. So I don't know. There might be other connections and connectors that I'm missing. Yeah, there's that one. I'll just have to go around as best I can. And yeah, how about this one? Yep, that one's connected. So we're pretty much ready to fire this up. Now, a problem that I had was I had to run power over to here. There we go. At least these bulldozers, they were doing like a Congo line around the map because they didn't have enough fuel. So I need to get this fuel thing going, which means I need to get this power built, which is fine. It's not a bad thing to have power up there. And then that way they don't have to come like all the way back to here. Now, I want to get rid of all of these buildings so that we can kind of do Importska, like Revergrad distribution, and put it like right here. So one of the things that I realized that we probably need to do is get another gas station somewhere over here. Now, I don't want to do anything in Revergrad just yet because we may tear some stuff apart, right? Like I may try to put a train station over here as well as one over here so that we can get like maximum number of people out on trains. But in order to do that, I might have to tear apart like this stuff. So I don't really want to build anything in here. Now we do have this fuel station that does have a cistern. Good. Is that cistern? Yeah, you're just going to get more fuel. Wonderful. So what I want to do is get rid of this gas station. But in order to do that, we probably need to build another one. So let's come here. And I was sort of eyeing up like I think we could put it in one of these places, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's, why don't we do it? I don't think it makes that much difference. There we go. So we are going to build a train station. You know what, why don't we have this guy? I don't think he's doing too much. Yeah, he's helping with those wires, but we'll have him build that road. There we go. So that'll allow us to get rid of this gas station. Yeah, we'll just leave all this stuff here now. We should have some trucks emptying this place out, right? Are they getting... What is he doing? So he can't get those chemicals? Is that the deal? He can only get, like, the outgoing stuff, I suppose. So what about here? Yeah, so let's have him... Click on this, this. What? Yeah, load. Yep, get rid of this one. Go back to that one. All right, so just load up everything. So really, I think we should just destroy this fabric factory. There it goes. Boom. And then we'll empty this out. And then there's really nothing in here, so we could destroy this clothing factory. Boo. Now, I'm not going to do too much of this weekend, or this Saturday. Yeah, let's see. Now there's probably a truck that sort of got semi-abandoned. Like this guy. Yeah, see, so let's... Yeah, there you go. Right, so both of those guys should empty out whatever else is in here. Let's see, we really don't, we can get rid of that. Now you have crops. Okay, so you took whatever little bit of crops. We don't have any clothing. So just a few more chemicals down here, and then we'll be done. And I think I'll just sell off these vehicles. Maybe we'll just leave them open for a minute. Just so we can... We'll sell them off because we're making new and bigger and better covered halls. These are those little older ones that we've probably owned for 50 years now. So there you go. You get the idea. Expect that we will be redesigning Nueve Revergrad. And like I said, I'm trying to think of, like, can we get... Yeah, I'd really like to get a train station like pretty deep in, like on both sides, so that we can cover that. And I'm thinking that we come right through here and get rid of these things. But we really have to, it's just going to be a major pain to redo this. Now, the other thing, we could try to maybe come up this way and into this side, but let's just see what happens. I don't want to give away too much, right? Plus, I don't know. So we'll see. So there we go. So once this gets emptied out, we'll get rid of those trucks and we'll get rid of that. And there you go. That's it. We're getting real close to firing up our clothing. It's just going to take a little bit more work to get some people over there, which will be our top priority at that point. And for those of you who followed along with Mooscal, we are making progress. We've got most of our regular buildings in place. We're still building some of these roads. We got 50 million roads to build. And that's good because it doesn't use up too much of our steel. We're still building. Oh, we got this one done. That's good. So what that means is that I can come along here and do another trolley connection there. Yeah, I can do this one. I don't want to do the other one because it'll mess up the completion of this road. Oh, we can do this one too. Oh, wait. No, that wasn't right. Yeah, I think I could just go over with a regular road, can't I? No. You know what? Let's just want regular old road. There we go. Yeah, you could be regular old road too. Now that we're here, you could be regular old road. So can you. Now you should be deleted back. And then it'll look better, I think, when it's all completed. Yeah, so these are all attached up. This is attached up. We just need to get a lot of these things built. Yeah, I don't want to mess with this one until we get that completed. There we go. So it's just a matter of that, you know, our farm still needs to be worked on. A lot of work down here, but we're plugging away at it. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to get it designed early. It's just so that, you know, it'll be quite a while before we're done. And it's just a matter of making sure these guys have a whole list of things to do. I think we still have rail cranes in here, don't we? Yes, and they are working over here. Yeah, so this guy's plugging away on this one. This guy just got done that one. Trying to give them like some of the opposite things to do. Like this guy just got done that one. And see if we assign him to this one, then he'll be on the same track. But I think we could assign this guy to, say, this. And even though they'll fight with each other, hopefully they'll get done. Like they will go in and out on different tracks. So we're making pretty good progress. We can, you know what, how are we going to build this one? Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Not unless I connect this, at least temporarily. All right. So even if we don't ever use that, at least that I'll have to get that to get a train in here. Does that make sense? Because there would be no other way to get them over there and complete all of the construction. Here we go. So that's what we're doing over here. We're just still working on this intersection. Now, I had a good suggestion that it would have been better to build a bridge this way. Except for I do like the way this looks. If there was any reason I had is because I didn't want to take up a lot of space. Like in other words, it's a little more compact side to side here because we did this. Now, is that worth, like in other words, this bridge would have been further over and then that would have caused everything to, like I would have had to get it to where this road could go across, right? So in other words, this is a lot more compact because of the way all of this stuff is attached. Does that make sense? Like if I had to have a bridge coming side to side, it would have made more sense in that I would have only had one bridge, but then getting all these to connect, they would have had to connect like way out here and way over here. I hope that makes sense because... Here, let me show you. Is there another place we did that? Well, like this. Like picture that other bridge going across. Like see how you can't connect except for over here. Like it makes your intersections like really, really wide at that point. Where are we at? So like to me, this like looks a lot better, even though yes, building these 4 bridges was kind of overkill. But whatever, you know, it's sort of done now, so I'm not gonna tear those bridges out. It's the unfortunate time delay kind of thing from the time I get a comment to the time, from the time I get the comment to the time I am building things. Sometimes it's not quite quick enough to do too much about it. But so I like the way this looks. I mean, you could have been more efficient about the number of bridges. But again, if we had built a bridge across this way, by the time it came back down, keep in mind, this is downhill, like we would have had these big, long, looping turns around here. And I don't know. I was just trying to keep it a little more compact. So I like it, even though it's not the best. And then we have Drunken Bridge here because it's like looked like it was built by a drunk guy, all crooked, like that. There we go. See? So we have an official Drunken Bridge. Now, has this guy still got 2 projects? Yes, good. All right, so let's move on. So another thing we've been doing is getting our chemicals. We realized that we need to get more chemicals if we're going to actually complete and do so much with clothing. But what I've had to do, and what we've been doing real recently, all of these are built and they're in place, which is great, except I have to bust up these roads in order to get these things connected, and I don't think there's any way around this. So Yep, this guy, we just assigned this one to be built, so I need to bust up a little bit more road, and then hopefully, I'm not sure exactly how much, but let's see. Can I get this guy to reconnect? And I think this might be a problem, but we'll see. Yeah, we can't build the infrastructure below, and I think that that's this pipe. Well, let's just get rid of some more road. Yeah, I don't want to use the bulldozer. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. I think it's that this pipe is right here. But let's just see. Maybe that. Yeah, say it's. I don't really want to have to delete that pipe. Try for a little bit more road just to make sure that's definitely. Yep. Okay. Well, unfortunately, you know, it's a little bit frustrating about the game that some things can go in first and other things can't. See how that's, you know, and then if we rebuild the pipe, which I think I'm just going to do with, yeah, I'm just going to do it with my dollars or my rubles. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. So that'll be red, but then we go one, oops. Yeah, and then we can get it past there. Let's go straight just a little bit. And then go back down. 1, 2, 3. And then go, oops, game safe. Go back down to the ground. Building's in the way, okay. All right, so let's, yeah, that'll be quite a few millions. Good, look, we're up to 101 million again. All right, so let's just purchase that for the sake of it was already built. To me, that's a bit of a game issue, even if you can't say that you blame people. Oop, what did I close there? Why do we have these open? Oh, that's right. This is our distribution. Yeah, we'll head down there, back down there in a second. All right, so this guy needs to get assigned to build that. Doesn't connect. Okay. Yeah, I guess it doesn't. There you go. How about now? There you go. And this one I had to auto build because there's no way to get a road up onto here. This is where it would definitely be nice if you had more than, like, why isn't, you know, there's no reason that there shouldn't be a road option off this other side, and then I could have built it, but whatever. There we go. I think that might be the very last thing we need to do. They all have power, so once that gets built, you know, we could talk about ramping up our chemical production, and that means probably dealing with people. So whether we get people from Farminsky or we try to jam a few more in around ChemSol, we'll take another count. We'll take a count and see, you know, just how many we need here and if we think we can get them out of here or not. And if not, do we build some kind of a passenger transport, like a train over to here? And or do we build a train into here anyway, right, to help pick up people from here? So we'll see. We might have to do a little bit of reworking or rethinking, but that's the idea with ChemSol. And let's just jump on down to here since these guys are probably done, right? Yep, nothing left in there. So let's go ahead and take, yeah, that's this guy. Yep, so we're just going to sell this one and sell this one. There we go. There's a nice, cool $1 million. It's a shame we can't sell the building, right? Yep, demolish that building. So there we go. And we could probably And we could demolish this train. You know what? Let's hold off on demolishing the train station. We may have a purpose for that in the future. There we go. Yeah, so we'll come in here and we'll worry about this, you know, probably in the next episode, but we'll see. Yeah, because I definitely want to get people ready to go up here. And though we do, like I said, there's still a lot of track electrification that I'll probably also do kind of in between the episodes. Now, are you still assigned to many things? Oh, many, many things. Now, let's just go take a look. This is our weekly checking on the lumber. People seem to like our Saturday summaries. I like the Saturday summary for the fact that I tend to then remember to go put in a few more trees in those places we may have denuded. Yeah, where were you? Are you guys working at all? Wood full. Now, are you kind of like just locked up, or is it just because we've... Yeah, I think we're just sort of locked up on wood, which is fine. We probably could expand what we're doing with the wood a little bit, but I don't know. We got enough things to worry about for today rather than worried about wood. Haven't really thought too much about bread stock, but bread stock has been producing food. I don't think we've been purchasing a lot of it. A little bit here or there, but that might be, yeah, it would be nice if you could click on here and see where you're purchasing the darn things. But yeah, see, it's going up right this minute. Now, are we doing okay here? Yeah, so there's probably somebody who's not quite getting good bread, so we'll have to see. But other than that, yeah, we probably need more corn. We don't have a lot of it in here. Now, and then we're going to start using more if we fire up all those fabric factories. So it'll be good to get, well, we might cut down on our alcohol. We might plant on another crop field over there, but we'll see. We're not too worried about it right now, but our money is not doing great. So we want to keep an eye on these things. At the very end here, we'll take another look at our economy and see if everything's what we expect. I think we're doing, and have been doing pretty well with our power. So these trains are definitely, after the initial problems we had, we're definitely doing pretty well. So, and we're making plenty of coal so far, but we're really not using that much up here because our steel is, just not the greatest with the people. Oh, look, are we done this? Yes. So now what I think I want to do, in order to keep them from messing each other up, I think we'll have them come in. We'll put one-way signals in here. All right, so let's... Oh, no, we can't. Can we do one-way signals in here? So here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm worried about. The train could come in here and then crisscross and then come back because they need to go around this loop and then cross and come in. But if this guy's coming in the other way, does that make sense? So, like, what happens if we, like, did that? Then I think that they would always have to go the same. Like, if this guy came in here, he would come around. Yeah, you know what? We're just going to try that. See if that doesn't help. If it's a mess, I might just have to babysit it, though I don't really want to. Too much, of course. Yeah, so let's get this guy going. There you go. We're building this bridge. That's a pretty big step forward. Yeah, you need to work on that. Good. So there we go. So hopefully in the very near future, this long-awaited ramping up of people will actually happen. Hey, look, we have a house built. No one in it, but that's fine with me. Very good. So we're up to September 2020. The future is ours. Yep, very good. So I think that's, more or less about it. So let's just take a look at these finances. Let's start off for last month. What are we? Coal and iron. And I'm not sure that that's 100% necessary, but I don't want to slow down our steel. Not while we still have hundreds of millions. So what this is telling us is that we're still making steel. We fired this guy back up a few weeks ago. And he's, helping supplement our steel production, which I'd rather keep our constructions going as long as we're in the red or in the black. As long as we're have money and we're moving forward. Yeah, meat and clothes. Well, we're working diligently on reducing those. Food. Yeah, look at how that's spiked up. I'm wondering if we just don't have enough food trains, and I'd really kind of be curious to see where that's coming from. Yeah, gravel is probably just little purchases I made like that. I know I purchased a footpath at one point. Yeah, see, right now somebody's buying food. By any chance, is it you? No, it's not you. Oh, you know what? Somebody, there was a comment. I'm glad there was a comment that I did something like load versus unload over here. So GW distribution, unload, unload, unload. Yeah, that wasn't it. This is what they were talking about? I'll have to go look. So thank you for your comment. I'm sorry I didn't pay more attention. Yeah, so or either that or I replaced. I don't know what I did. And then the other thing, oh, you know what? We have 2 food trains. So the bottom line is, does this guy have... No, that's not where food goes. This guy has no food. All right, so I think what I probably did was missed, and I think this is what the comment was saying. Brzezinsk South, where are we going? Thank you, Game Safe. We are coming up to here and saying, yep, that's this one, and he is going to GW distribution. And then this guy, I think I had heading in the opposite direction. Not this guy's the covered. Yeah, see, we have NR distribution, NR distribution. Yeah, this is what he was talking about. So let's go to here and say delete that and then food it. There we go. So thank you. So we'll go from Autograd over to GW distribution, and that's good. That'll help divvy out our food a little bit more, but that looks like where we're probably purchasing it from is because we don't have any food coming into here. Now, is this causing... No, we don't have any big backups. I must not having them wait there. So that's good to know that we're at least on that. We're definitely using a lot of our food. I think we definitely need to just be careful about not cutting into that too much. And then other than that, yeah, see, this steel and whatnot, those are things I think I probably auto-purchased that pipe. Same thing maybe with the gravel here. So yeah, so nothing that I don't expect. A little bit of food, a little bit of meat. And then this extra bit here was just that pipe we just did. And then, so food was the biggest thing. And hopefully that food train will be around here to take care of it. And how are we doing on... Yeah, we're doing okay on fuel. How are we doing here? Yeah, we need to get that... Yeah, where is our... Not that one. Yeah, what are you doing, buddy? Do you just have like a really badly planned out route? Brzezinsk North. So where are you coming from? GW. and you don't have anything on you, you know what? I'm going to send you up to here. Will you go there next without causing? Yeah, good. Yeah, might as well just skip him. He's going through a lot of stops. And it's probably just because he's not, but I think he's got too long of a train route. The problem is we're now not producing fuel because we're backed up on bitumen. So we're going to need to consider another bitumen train. But there we go. There is our weekly summary. So we're doing pretty well. I think let's take a look at our population. Our population, I think, has dipped down a bit. Let's look at this. Yeah, look at that. We've lost some people. 2,000 escapes. So we're going to have to figure out why people are escaping from our fine town. Now, it could be because we just have too many people and they don't have work and all of that. I'm not too worried about them escaping because then they're just less mouths to feed. I don't think we're having any problems with it. But I do want to move a bunch of people into here, so I don't want to see our population go down too quickly. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, what will our priority be? Well, it's still getting this steel done. How is our construction cranes? Yeah, so you guys are just... You know what we may be better off doing? Just kind of going the opposite route. Like, just let them run into each other if they need to. Oh, you can't... So why are you... What is your problem? Yeah, really? So you're doing what? Like, why can't you... Yeah, where do you want to go? Yeah, let's just cancel that. All right, well, let's... Yeah, I know it's just saying goodbye, but I do this. This is what we do. Thank you, Game Safe. Oh, you know what? Yeah, well, let's just see what happens with that. Okay, guys. I think you get a general overview of what we're doing. We're working on our steel here. We've got our Bricksville going. Well, at least the road out to there. We've got our little train platform that can get coal across. We're making cars and exporting them. We're getting close to our clothing factory way down there, and Muscal is well on its way. So we're getting lots of things done, and we have chemicals that should be able to be upgraded, even though that's probably going to cause problems with all of our crops. But we'll see. We will keep plugging away. So once again, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for all your likes and subs and everything else, your comments. I appreciate them very much. Let me know if you have any questions about the direction we're heading, and I'd be happy to try to answer it. So thank you, guys. Have a good day. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.